If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Save up to 14% on coins and get an extra 5% off when you use the code TVM at checkout. Offer ends 1st of January. There are also chances to win free FUT21 coins over at u7buy.com. Link down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Some of you may be thinking, hang on a minute, I'm pretty sure I saw this video on Christmas Day. Kind of, but not really, because I've added a lot more and now we have the official card design. This is headliners and it does look as though it's going to be the next promo. Now, I've been toying with the idea of maybe 74 rated headliners that don't go above 74. Josh Meyer of Bordeaux being the first one, heavily boosted for the Silver Stars objectives, like they did with the Team of the Week cards. Musa Barrow being another one of those players that you could fall under the category of future stars, I guess, but I've still chosen cards that I think, or players that I think are still very good in real life and have the potential to go on to get more informs. Reina from Dortmund probably being one of the most, I don't know, front runners, I guess, of all of these. I don't know, maybe, yeah, no, I think he probably is. He's probably the one that's the most likely to get himself an inform. But what happens with these cards, in my opinion, should be that they stay at 74 for their duration. However, they get upgraded constantly when they get informs and things like that, right? Obviously how headliners work, but they stay at 74. I know it's a little bit weird, a little bit stupid, I guess, but at the same time, could be kind of fun. Vissa there, now Harrison to end off the 74 rated cards. Just wanted to throw that idea out there. Maybe they just stay at 74. Their stats keep getting upgraded over time as they get informs and what have you. Harrison of Leeds is a very good shout because he plays very well for them. Arnold, first official player moving in to the headliner predictions. Plays for Wolfsburg, of course. Not an awful lot of players you can choose from them that would have a naturally high-rated card. Weghorst is the obvious choice, but I went with Arnold because he plays very well in the midfield. Wamangituka is definitely a card they could keep at 74, but because he already has a 74-rated inform, I think he might be one of the decent shouts to go and get himself maybe an 80-rated headliner card there or thereabouts. That card would be so nice. Berardi of Sassuolo, of course, plays very well for them. Would be a decent card if he was boosted to an 85, and then if he gets boosted beyond that, who knows? Of course, they need to win, I think it's 4 in a row, but the little indicator above them as we move on to SOMMER is actually 3, and this is the official card design, so maybe it's now 3 in a row as opposed to 4 in a row? Not sure. I could have swore it was 4 in a row and they get an extra boost. Not quite sure. Please, someone correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I could have swore it was 4 in a row. Danny Ings up next. Huge potential for Danny Ings this season. Southampton playing well. Danny Ings could actually get a very usable card. Very usable. He could even creep into Team of the Season if he steps up his game a little bit. Moving on to Mkhitaryan, I think this was one of the players that we had in the original predictions. And now, of course, with the official card design behind him, would be a really good card on form right now. I think he's got 3 informs already. So in my opinion, they should be choosing cards like that have the potential to kick on and get more informs. Fernando Pacheco, arguably the best goalkeeper of all time, and I mean that. I'm being deadly serious. I'm honestly, I'm being serious. I'd love this guy to get a headliner. I really would. He'd go on my team. He wouldn't fit in my team, but I'd put him in there. Watkins of Aston Villa, they're doing very well this season. Who could have predicted this? No, not me, that's for sure. 91 pace, good finishing, decent dribbling. Very good card. Definitely has potential to go and kick on and get another inform or two. Maybe even a team of the season. Not the headliners are affected by that. Dani Olmo from Leipzig would be a very nice choice. And of course, one of the only Leipzig players yet to be given some sort of dynamic card by EA, because they love Leipzig this year. They've given nearly every single player some sort of special item. LOZANO, I think this could be his 4th card. Does he have 2 informs already, or 3 informs? I can't quite remember. Either way, on fire for Napoli. So why not reward him with a card that can go even higher again? Valverde has 1 inform. I think it was from week 1, actually, maybe week 2. I think it was week 1, but you never know. You know, one more inform and this card goes through the roof. I mean, in terms of quality, would be absolutely incredible. It really would be a great card. Aguilar of Monaco, been up and down for them again this season, but it would be okay. He would need a good couple of informs to make this like a really usable card, but you know, there's always 1 or 2 like this in every promo, so that when you pack one, you get excited, and it turns out to be Aguilar. Goretzka could be one of the new not meta, but maybe overused players, he would have a very good card. And okay, there are definitely cards out there that rival him, but I'd love to see this guy get himself a headliner. Moving on to Mendy, a player that I thought honestly would be in freeze, but hasn't been, and that looks to be done and dusted now. So yeah, I would not be surprised to see him get a headliner. Last year he was in Footmas. This year I thought, well, freeze, it's almost a given. I thought they were going to give him that striker card. Moving on to Yuri, who plays for Atletico Bilbao, of course. Very good defender in the game anyway. An 83, I think he is. So boosted him to an 85. Decent pace, good defending, good physical. Not bad passing and dribbling. One more special card. That could be incredible. Digne of Everton. Why not? Got to give Everton a special card here or there. As much as it pains me as a Liverpool fan, but still, I don't mind Everton, to be fair. It's a bit of a weird rivalry, that. Anyway, looks like a great card, and I would very much like to see this. I wouldn't really like to see this. Luka Modric, last year he had that sort of weird flashback thing where you could do the not so expensive one, and then you could do the expensive one, the 96 rated, I think it was. This year, I'm not sure they do that. I'm thinking maybe they try and give him like a dynamic card. Kyle Walker is another option. I'm not sure whether he's one of the ones that have come down with the virus or whatever, because I know there's a lot of Man City players that were have come down with it. So whether they sort of avoid Man City altogether, I'm not sure. Ben Yedder, a player that, of course, last year was used an awful lot. This year, not so much, even though he does have one inform. But it only takes a goal or two, and he could get himself another inform and then another boost to the headliner. Why not indeed? Let's try and make some of these cards usable. Moving on to Frankie de Jong, a player that was used an awful lot in the beginning of the game. Kind of dropped off a little bit because there are cards that are better out there. However, all he needs, like I said, is one performance to get himself an inform, and then the headliner goes up. Maybe they win 3 or 4 in a row, whatever it may be, and he gets boosted again. Robertson, arguably Liverpool's best player this season. Him and Mo Salah, maybe. But Robertson, definitely at the back, has been a saviour at times. What a player. I would love that card. I don't know how it'd fit in the team, but I would try. Moving on to Oyarzabal. As a player of the month, so definitely in form, definitely playing well. So why not reward him with what could be a very good card? I mean, all it needs is one more, maybe 2 more. Move him into a cam position, and wow, you have a player. DYBALA has, it's overdue, right? He needs a special card of some description, whether it's going to, I mean, it's not going to be a Team of the Year card, right? So it needs to be a headliner, or they need to wait for the next promo after headliners. Not sure whether is that not Future Stars, which obviously can't be him. Moving on to Wilfred Zaha, this would be one of those cards that would just be super expensive constantly until the end of the game, and with good reason as well, and I would not be against it. That card looks phenomenal, 5-star skills, with the potential to go even higher again. Heung-min Son has a player of the month, very much like Oyarzabal, is in form. When Spurs play well, he is one of the main reasons why they are playing well. Him and Harry Kane's link-up is fantastic. Harry Kane already has a rule breaker, so it's time for Heung-min Son to get himself a special card. Moving on to João Felix, again like Oyarzabal and Son, has player of the month, so definitely in form. Definitely has the potential, and now with Costa gone, I mean, not that he was ever in contention of not playing anyway, but he's going to play every game now because they've got like no option. So there we go. And finally, let's talk about Neymar. Doesn't have any special items so far, and it is nearly January, which is absolutely insane. I don't think there's been a FIFA ever, maybe back in like FIFA 14, where Neymar didn't have a special item at this point in the game. Give him a headliner. Give us a reason to want that inform. You can go pick up the headliner now, and then obviously when he gets an inform, when PSG win 3 or 4 in a row, you get that upgrade as well. Very, very much needed. I think a lot of people would want this. Neymar's price is dropping every single day, as is most. But this would, I think this would pique some interest for sure. That is a new and updated list of headliners. It is tipped to be the new promo on Friday because the code was put in last week. Then it was removed, and now it's back in again. So I think someone jumped the gun a little bit, but now it looks like to be the promo on Friday when the new season drops, of course. If you have enjoyed today's predictions, do me a favor and hit that like button. Let me know if you could handpick one player from those headliners that isn't Neymar. Who would it be and why? It's untradeable. You can't do anything with it, but I'll play with it, of course. But why would you choose that particular player? Subscribe to the channel if you're here, of course, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.